All right. Back again.
I don't know if we should even go on at this point. Jared's autism is destroying our computer.
All right. Well, we will just cut the live stream in half here. We're about at the halfway point of the video, I guess. But do you have any thoughts on this video as a whole, maybe?
Yeah, I did watch the whole thing through, and basically it really just repeats itself at a point. She really
Yeah.
doesn't say anything wrong, like nothing offensive to me anyway. But the
Yeah.
closest thing that came to it was the beginning where she assumed that they just hired her because she had, boobs.
Yeah,
And
that
it was
was a
just like,
little eh.
yeah, but if that is the biggest offense that I can think of, I think you're okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I was not super annoyed. I get pretty annoyed by like cam girl type women on the internet, but she doesn't really strike me as that annoying at all.
yeah. And again, like neither of us have watched any of her content, so I wouldn't know what she's like. I just
Yeah.
know from this video, she's not said anything really irrational.
Yeah, why did he pick that video of all videos to attack her? Like, couldn't you find something where she says something actually annoying or wrong? She didn't really say anything that I can hold against her. So,
Well, the only reason I could think of is that is like what you said is because he tried to like contact her because he thought she was cute, and then
yeah,
she shut him down
that's what I'm
or ignored
thinking.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
Jared
his.
has immense respect for women.
Yeah, that's his MO. Like, there's no other reason he contacts women, and he said this publicly. That's why I'm curious about that underage looking girl. Like, I'm almost feel like I should warn her, not just in a like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna troll Jared by warning her. No, it's like he's proven in the past what he does when he goes after, taking women, Dog Lover, for example, and there was another girl too, I think, who was engaged that he went after. So he's just no morals at all, and he
Yeah,
speaks highly of it. But yeah, it's crazy. I have a feeling that's what's going on here. I left her a comment saying, "Have you interacted with this guy?" But I think she deleted the comment, so I'm not sure why. If she assumed I was a troll or something, but it's a bit odd.
it could have been put in her spam folder. That's a good possibility.
Yeah, that could be because I did link to a video, so yeah, that's probably what happened. But yeah, I was just curious if she had any sort of interaction with Jared before this. I have a feeling that that's what happened, just knowing his history, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I find it funny. I think Jared actually blocked Tipster after he threatened to beat the life out of him. It was just like, dude, you don't threaten a guy like that and then hide from him. Which one is it? Are you an alpha male or are you gonna hide behind your bush? Come on,
Yeah,
pick one.
he's so full of bullshit. Like he talks like a tough guy, but I bet in real life he's a meek little bitch that hides from confrontation. I mean, honestly,
Well,
I don't want to get in fights either, but like I don't go out of my way to make fights with people. Like I would only fight if it was a self-defense situation. I wouldn't
oh
go
yeah,
picking a fight just to, you know, save my pride or whatever the fuck Jared is doing.
yeah. It's like, and he expects us to travel states just to go fight one guy.
Yeah, what would that prove? Okay, we beat up a borderline retard. That doesn't do much for our reputation there, Jared.
Yeah. Well, and we know exactly what would happen.
Yeah,
He might even take us up on it. He might actually fight us. He might come out and fight us. But the moment he loses, which he most definitely will, like in his talking about in his James Felton video,
yeah,
he's going to threaten to press charges.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
the
what I
type of
was
person he
thinking.
is. He would
I
try to
would
get us arrested.
I would not get in a fight with Jared unless he paid for the expenses and he signed a waiver that's saying I can beat the shit out of him in like a regulated match or something. I wouldn't just
A
show up at
waiver.
your fucking house and pick a
Yeah,
fight with you, Jared. Jesus.
yeah. A waiver. What is that? Is that something that elitists do?
Yeah. People who know legalities and shit. Fucking sellout simps. That's what we talk about when we're not too busy selling out to the fucking man. And that's the GDMT right there.
Yeah, I just know something about that James Felton video too. Well, I watched it again and I realized something. He was talking about was it Jason David Frank or whatever. I'm probably even saying the other guy's name wrong, but the Green Power Ranger, not our beloved Green Ranger beatdown, but
Yeah.
the other one.
The real
Yeah.
one.
He, yeah. No, he's real to me. Now, he says that he wasn't a Christian. He's not a real Christian because he doesn't keep the commandments. When
Yeah.
Jared explicitly told me that you're not supposed to because Jesus didn't say you had to. It was just like, which one is it, Jared? Good God.
Did Jesus even say that, or was he talking about like free will or something?
Now what he said is that the only law Jesus ever said was to love. That's not necessarily true. Jesus, that's like the foundation of all the laws because you do them all out of love.
Okay.
But he didn't say screw all the commandments. This is the only one you have to follow. He said all of these commandments are good, but this one's the best one. Is
okay.
what he said.
Yeah, of course Jared takes that literally.
Yeah, and then there's this. You can't. What he's doing, he's using the love part as an excuse to get away with anything. Because as long as he loves, it's okay.
As long as you love, if at best, and only at best, to describe this mess.
Oh,
That's
my
the
God,
GDMT right there. And I wonder if he's been watching these videos. He's been in hiding, so I have a feeling he'll do another comment. We know about your channel, Jeremy.
Yeah, he's got another one. He's got a sock account. Can you believe it?
A sock account? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a mortal sin.
Turns out the Jared Genesis is the winner and Krist is the loser is the sock account. The real one is called ACOC Wars.
Oh.
And it's got like a globe.
Okay.
And I went
ripping off Jared Wars.
Yeah, I went to it earlier and I said, dude, how are you going to call me out on this video? Because he did it on the sock account. He called me out on his sock account and then says, he said, no, this proves that he's been watching our videos. He said that I was full of crap, that I never actually said that you never made a sock account, Chris. I just said that you never made one explicitly to attack people.
Yeah,
in fact, I actually said you did. In fact, I actually said you did make a sock account, and that Jared A. Cuck was your sock account.
Yeah, I mean, I have my main channel. I have an old channel that used to be my main called Rotten Krist. And then I have Mr. Gillian Seed, which I mostly upload joke videos on. And then I have this channel, which isn't even like my channel. Like this Jared A. Cuck. This is a shared channel, which Jared says he can't believe. Like, no one would ever share a password to an account. Yeah, okay, yeah, people who trust each other and our friends do that, Jared. Something you'll never experience.
Friends, what are those?
Yeah.
Those are things for beta male simps and elitists.
Those are people who end up disagreeing with me and I have to block, so fuck friends. Oh, I see. I looked up the ACOC Wars channel and we got like a shitload of videos on here. And of course, they're super long, typical Jeremy style, so maybe I'll have to review some of those as well. Alright, well, I think this is a good stream for now. I'm not sure how long we've been doing this. Let's see. Where are we at?
We're almost at...
Yeah, that's a pretty good length for now. Sorry about the technical issues, guys. We will definitely try to get that sorted out for the next time. I will do some more test streams, maybe. Get this sorted. Yeah. But still better than anything Jared could do. He couldn't even get OBS working for a second. So
yeah, he didn't even attempt to stream.
Yeah, another idea of Jared's that went to the wayside, just like his music, his building a car from junk parts, and I don't know. There's so many he's gone through. Yeah.
Yeah, but before we shut down, I would like to say, Green Ranger Beatdown, we need another one of your videos to be released because like
Yes.
you're so old.
Yes, he does have a very loyal fan base, and we are waiting with bated breath for the next masterpiece. Masterpiece Theater.
Yeah, but we all know the truth that Green Ranger is just you, and I'm just you, and everyone in the chat is you as well.
Well, the truth is, he's a sellout simp who has to work for the man, so he's trying to get as much time as he can to make a video. But yeah, I don't know how I can even stand talking to him when he's such a fucking sellout. Fuck, I'm
You,
so
you mean
punk.
you mean talking to you because he's you?
Yeah, I talk to myself, so I mean that's pretty obvious. I'm a sociopathic, psychopathic loser, so that's what we do. We talk to ourselves with our many
Yeah,
sock accounts.
yeah, you're even doing it now,
I know.
talking to
How
me.
how am I doing this? This is amazing.
Yeah, you even made the call intentionally shut down so nobody be suspicious. I'm on to you.
Yeah, and I was like drinking my drink while you were talking to me. That's how good my ventriloquist skills are.
I'm just one of your 4chan cuck friends. I'm in the back somewhere with a phone.
Yeah, it's funny. I've never actually had a 4chan account or posted there. I've read links there, but he assumes I'm from 4chan when I'm not even like
Yeah,
that into it really.
I've never even touched 4chan. I mean, like I don't use social media anyway. I've never done Reddit, never done 4chan. This is my first time using Skype.
Oh,
So this
okay.
is like, yeah, and I just got a Twitter today because a lot of people requested that I get one since the channel's growing.
Ah,
I mean,
okay.
like, y'all Jared content gets you views, gets you a lot, makes you friends too.
Yeah, but he says that's the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm a no friend loser who needs this. I need to use Jared to make friends. Well, no, Jared. I mean, it's just a perk of ripping on you because a lot of people feel the same way. It's part of the territory.
I mean, your other channel is what almost at what 10,000 at this point, and that has
Yeah.
very little to do with Jared.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hilarious how he says in his video he doesn't want to feed these people and give them views or something by talking about them. It's like, dude, Jared, you have 400 subscribers and everyone who watches you are trolls. So
Oh yeah,
it's not going to affect anything whatsoever.
yeah. The only reason I even found out about him was because I was a huge fan of the Dishonored Wolf, and
Okay.
I've been watching him. I've been watching him since last year with his Star Wars video. I was watching all of his streams just for fun because I was bored one day, and they're really good. They're fun, and every single one of them, it was a tradition to watch a video from a guy named Jared Genesis who knew nothing about anything.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like
And
they've been on him for a while.
oh yeah, and he wasn't even aware of him until like 2 months ago, and
Yeah.
he's not even subbed to him. He said in
Okay.
that Dishonored Wolf video, says, "I'm just gonna go sub to him now." It's like you didn't even watch any of his content.
Well, one thing I notice is I do actually have Dishonored Wolf subscribed to Jared A. Cuck now. He subscribed 6 days ago, but the thing is, he had unsubscribed from me like a few months ago, probably when he was going through all that weird drama stuff. But yeah, 6 days
Yeah.
ago, he's back subscribing to Jared A. Cuck, so maybe he'll watch this video. And we need him on the show. If Jared is going to take him up, then he needs to come on
Oh,
this
oh
live stream.
yeah. Wolf, if you're watching this, we would love to have you here, and
Yes.
also an EFAP guest spot would be amazing.
Nice.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole EFAP thing. I assume that's a joke
Oh,
on the channel.
it's actually Mahler's weekly stream where they'll sit there, him, Rags, Wolf, and a guest will watch a video from someone about them or about a movie that they disagree with, and
Okay.
they kept pausing it every other second. So the chat decided to call it every frame a pause, and EFAP for short. And of course, EFAP is a very raunchy term for the
Yeah.
channel, so it's a running joke.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of how our stream went here. You can only go like 5 seconds without commenting on something new that Jared said, new and stupid.
Yeah. And if you want to see a Jared, a really good, if you've ever watched any of Wolf's content, Jared, Wolf did a stream on Jared. It was like nothing but Jared for like 4 hours, and like
I might have seen that.
I've never had so much fun in my life. There's like a part of it where they're like theorizing about what's going on in his room.
Oh
About,
yeah,
like,
I did see that one. Yeah.
I was crying because I was wondering the same thing.
Was that where they talked about the incident where he burns his eyebrows off or something? I remember
Yeah,
some
I think
part.
that's it. And they were talking about the fact his door was like brown. That was the one where they were watching the video when he called Rags a queer. I think
yeah.
that was it. No,
Yep.
after that.
Okay.
It was one after that.
Okay, yeah, I did
And
see one of those two, or maybe I saw both, but they're so long,
yeah,
I can't remember all of it.
yeah. And then they like theorized about what happened to his mattress and why it's at different levels of height at times.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that added to Jared's. I think he has a wiki page, and a lot of this like Jared lore stuff is on that page, and they even link to this channel, which is awesome. So that probably got me some more views. So that's cool.
Yeah. And he thinks I'm just like if I'm you, he didn't even go bother watching my channel. I've got content going back to 3 years ago.
Yeah,
And,
because
it's like,
he just has to convince himself what is reality so he can feel better about himself. He doesn't care how stupid he looks to everyone else, as long as he's convinced himself internally. So.
guess what? That's another attribute of a sociopath.
Oh, wow. What a shock. No, we're the sociopaths. We exhibit so much
Yeah.
sociopathic behavior by criticizing Jared. That's a key symptom of sociopathy is criticizing someone.
Yeah,
Not.
I'm writing this script for it right now, while in the middle of uploading the rest of the best things of the year video I did. Because like the first part, I didn't expect that to be like an hour long, and then the other two parts probably gonna be the same way. But I'll get it done, and then probably.
You mean you put effort into your videos?
Yeah, that's why I only upload like once a month, except for the occasional Jared meme video.
You don't upload 4 or 5 times a day, spewing shit you know nothing about? That's what makes you successful on YouTube. It's not going to lead you to getting trolled relentlessly like Jared does. No, not at all.
Yeah. But that was one thing he said about JonTron. He says, you don't care about your fans because you wait so long to post. Have you watched JonTron's new video?
No, I've only seen some of his older ones, but it sounds like it was probably a high effort video because it was like sponsored and everything.
Yeah, have you seen his older flex tape video?
No, I haven't. I've just seen some of his gaming type videos.
Watch his flex tape video and then watch flex tape 2. 2 was incredible. It was worth the wait. Because like the first one was just basically him reviewing flex tape and making fun of it, and the video got so popular that like Phil Swift paid attention to it and became part of the joke. And now Phil Swift acknowledges he's a meme and goes with it. Something Jared can't seem to get. Jared can't seem to do.
What a sellout! He did a joke video originally about flex tape, and then they liked it so much they wanted to pay him to do another one. Wow, what a sellout!
Yeah, and then they made fun of themselves in the video.
Yeah, I'm sure Jared couldn't grasp that, though. He's just like, goes into his jealous, butthurt, loserdom mode, which I call it, where he starts lashing out at people more successful. So.
Yeah, he commented on the video, Jared did, and someone, Jared, JonTron has a parrot, right?
Like a parent company, or
no, a parrot, like
a parrot. No, I didn't know that.
My accent's making it hard to understand. Well, anyway,
are you from the South?
Yes, I am.
I heard the South built America. That's what Jared says. He built America because he's from the South, even though he's done nothing, built nothing.
It was technically a group effort, but whatever.
But
Yeah, yeah. I was a Southern boy, but unlike Jared, I actually work, and I do things that Southern people do. I actually listen to like bluegrass and country music. It's in my video. Go check it out. But
all
anyway,
right.
so Jonathan has a bird named Jacques. And so someone commented and they said, "Oh no, look, Jontron's back! It's so exciting!" And me, I'm just like, where in God's name is Jacques? Because he wasn't in the video at all. And
Oh.
and and in the comments, Jared responded and was just like, "Why do you even care about his little Jacques, bro?" And I just commented, "Shut up, Jared." And that was it.
It's amazing when you come across wild Jared comments. I've looked at certain videos and then it's like, oh, there he fucking is talking shit as usual.
Yeah,
God.
and then he's just like, all I was doing was just giving some food for thought. No, you weren't. You literally called him a cuck because he didn't want to defend his house with a pair of nunchucks.
Yeah, you are a satanic, vacant simp scum if you judge him for any of his opinions. But it's okay for him to do that to everyone else.
Well, yeah, that's what the video we just watched literally was. He was
Yeah.
judging her, for her opinion on GameStop. And then he goes and has the same opinion.
Yeah.
And talks about GameStop failing. It's just like, Jared, you amaze me. Just how two-faced and hypocritical you are. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's got to be his mental illness blocking reality. He he must see that he's wrong about these things. It's hard to believe that he doesn't see that he's wrong and he's just trying to protect himself. Like he must know he's wrong and just does these mental gymnastics to convince himself he's a good person. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
And
being like that.
yeah. And he refuses to actually make sure he's right. Like, the first thing that comes to mind, his Godfather video. And his conclusion was that it was a violent movie that was good. And I watched The Godfather recently because I'm a huge movie buff, and they had it edited on Netflix, and I watched it. Amazing movie. But to come to the conclusion that it's violent and that's all you got from it was like,
Yeah.
did you even watch the video, or did you even watch the movie, bro?
That's what he does. I mean, he talked about, I think, The Last Jedi, his controversial review, and basically all he says is it's a great movie because the special effects look good. He doesn't say anything really about how they butchered the Star Wars lore and the characters and such. No, he just looks at the special effects because he's a base level sort of person. But
Yeah.
the
And
thing is, the effects weren't even that good in Last Jedi either. I thought they were kind of crap compared to other movies, but Jared is
Well,
just...
they were good, but they were very uncreative. It was just
Yeah.
like it was everything we had seen before with a shiny coat of paint.
Yeah.
And then you go watch a movie like I know everyone hates this movie, but like Episode 3, like that open battle sequence was so creative and visually, enthralling.
Yeah,
And
3 is
its
decent.
effects are nowhere. Yeah, they're nowhere near as good, but it was more creative, and there was the the planet city below them. There was ships exploding, being cut in half. It was like
Yeah.
there was so much going on. And like Last Jedi was just another ship battle that we had seen before. And what's funny, Jared made a video called "New Star Wars Movies Suck," like about 2 or 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and saying that both of them are good now, including Rogue One. It's just like, which one is it, Jared?
Yeah, and Jared admits he hasn't even seen all the movies, the classic movies or anything, so he has no frame of reference to why people are upset about The Last Jedi. It's a huge saga, Jared. They aren't really standalone movies. Even like the spin-off movies, you can't really say they're standalone because you kind of need prior knowledge of the characters and the universe and such. And he hasn't even seen the original trilogy, so what the fuck? He's an idiot.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even a huge like Star Wars fan. I'm more of a Trekkie, but like at the same time, I don't. That's why you don't see any reviews of Star Wars on my channel, because I don't watch them that much. But I did watch 8, Now, the only reason now I 8 is an atrocious film, one of the worst written films. Is one of the only films I've ever seen that a new plot hole opens up every time you try to close another one.
Yep.
And and watching it, I knew it was going to be bad because I saw the Dishonored Wolf's video on it. It was so bad that it was actually hilarious to me, and I was laughing. But what, like, a film that offended me more was actually, like, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I'm a huge fan of those movies, and when 5 came out and just said, you know what, we're just going to hit the restart button because none of this matters anyway, and we're going to do it in the dumbest way possible.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I think I've seen maybe 3 or 4 of those, and I know the first 2 are probably the best, and 3 was a little weak. I can't remember. I'm not the hugest fan, but I remember loving 1 and 2 of Pirates of the Caribbean. I have not seen 5 at all. Maybe I need to see that for the hell of it, just to see how bad it is.
I've watched all 5 of them, binge watched them. 1 through 3 are excellent. 4 is very weak. Barbossa is easily the best part of the movie, and then 5 is awful.
Okay.
But like I said, Jared didn't even. But it's very. Let me put it this way: it's very disrespectful to the artist, even if it was terrible, to not completely indulge yourself in the art form before coming to a conclusion. It's very disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can't remember Jared's review of Last Jedi. Did he say he actually watched the whole movie, or did he just watch clips of it on YouTube? That's usually what he does.
He claims to have watched it in the theater when it first came out. Now, he published it, in, like, April? That movie came out in December.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. You can't... Jared lies constantly, so who knows? He's a habitual liar.
Yeah.
I knew Green Ranger would perk up with this Star Wars discussion. He's a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I was wanting to do a review over, like, the Star Trek films. I just sat down and binge watched all 13 of them on Blu-ray. I love those movies, even the bad ones.
Oh, yeah.
And even now I wouldn't do a review over them because I feel like I need to watch them again just to make sure.
Yeah, so it's fresh in your mind.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed all of them, even 5, which was terrible, and I think... Let's see here. It was
they were classics.
9. 9 was bad, but all the rest of them are pretty great, ranging from quality. They range from okay to awesome. It's like I watched his review over Alien. He only watched half the movie. He said there was no action in it. I said, literally the last half of the movie is them trying to find the alien, and it's very fast paced.
Jared can't handle, character development, world building, things like that. He just needs his payoff immediately. That's why he loves what's the guy that does Transformers movies and all that?
Michael Bay.
Yeah, I think he said Michael Bay is his favorite director. And it's like, yeah, no shit, because his shit's built for you, Jared. Instant gratification.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, and I know I might get a little bit of raised eyebrows for this. I'm actually a Michael Bay fan of sorts.
Well, that's legal.
Yeah. But see, it's not for the same reason Jared is. It's just like, man, entertain me because I have a child pea brain. It's just...
Yeah.
No. Like,
well, it depends on your mood, too, like what you're in the mood for. I mean, I like movies that are not that in-depth as well, and it's just I want something to veg out to, pretty much.
Yeah, some days I like sitting down and watching 2001: Space Odyssey. I consider that the best film ever. But that film has to sit in your mind for a while and roll around as you think about what it meant. And then sometimes I just want to see Optimus Prime blow a hole through something.
But Jared has no taste in anything. That's all he watches is shit that's instant gratification because he has the mind of a child.
Yeah.
That's
he would never make it. Yeah, he would never make it through. Have you ever seen The Space Odyssey?
Oh yeah, many times. Yeah, he would never be able. He would turn it off in the first sequence with the monkeys.
Yeah, and then he would call us elitists for saying this, but like there is so much good stuff in that movie. That is the best movie ever, in my opinion. And like
Oh yeah.
one of my favorite moments in the whole film is listening to this lifeless machine that is HAL 9000 beg for his life. It's like
Oh yeah.
that is such a chilling moment, and Jared wouldn't even get that far. He would stop as soon as the monkey threw the bone up in the air and it became a satellite.
Yep, that's our Jared, all right.
Yeah, but he's probably not even really a Michael Bay fan. I guarantee he's probably never seen The Island or The Rock because both
Yes,
of those movies, even by Michael
that's
Bay standards, are good.
yeah, yeah. I really like that movie, The Island, for sure. I haven't seen The Rock in a while. I kind of remember it, but yeah, it's better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that, or a lot of the Transformers. I know some of the Transformers are better than others, but I have not personally watched them yet. So
I actually, well, when the Transformers movies came out, I was 6, so they were like the coolest thing ever to me. So I still
yeah,
have that nostalgic tie.
oh yeah,
So like I watched them again recently. The first one is really good. Like it's actually got good characters. They're funny. They're fun. It's not cringy or anything. And it's 11 years old, and the action looks spectacular today. Like you can't tell it's even aged.
yeah,
And then Transformers 2, oh boy, Transformers 2 is bad, but I like it. And
yeah.
that like
There's movies like
there,
that.
yeah, there's really bad dialogue and really bad story, but there's a couple of action scenes that are literally the best in the entire series. Like Optimus Prime fighting against 3 Decepticons is such a good fight, so frantic and chaotic, and it's perfect. And then there's nothing really to reach that again. And then there's the third movie, Dark of the Moon. Is I don't care what anybody says, that's like a masterpiece of action filmmaking. Like God, there's a 45-minute battle at the very end of the movie, and it's so good and it leads up so well. And also, Spock plays the main villain, so it's like
Oh,
it's perfect.
nice. Well, even though I haven't seen the movies, I've only seen a trailer. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, and I'm gonna have to call you a vacant simp, elitist scum for having a different opinion than me, different tastes in movies. And but more power to you, man. Do your thing, even though I think you're scum. Who
Yeah,
am
and
I?
yeah, and if you're gonna watch a Michael Bay movie, you need to like watch The Rock. That movie is one of my favorite films ever, and like, and it's one of like the best, probably one of the best action movies I've ever seen. Like up there with like Die Hard and RoboCop and Terminator 2, easily.
Yeah.
Like it's got good writing and everything. Like I would highly suggest that for anyone that wants to watch it. It's a really good film. But like I said, I find different value in Michael Bay than what Jared finds. If Michael Bay is given a good writer to work with, he will work. But if it's like Transformers 4 or 5, you have a disaster. Those movies are terrible in
Well,
every
yeah,
discernible way.
Jared likes it. It's because it's the only thing his 56K modem brain can process. Not because he wants something different to watch that day. It's just no, he can only process his children's cartoons and mindless
Dr.
action, which
Seuss books.
I like as well. But it's like, yeah, it's all he likes because he's too fucking stupid. Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, I don't even like just mindless action movies because there's some mindless action movies that just suck, you know? Just
Yeah,
period.
yeah. There's ones that can be so bad they're good, and there's just ones that are so bad that they're just unwatchable. I've dug to the bottom of the barrel with Jean Claude Van Damme movies, and some of them are really borderline unwatchable. Some of the
Yeah,
like
but
2 out of 10 movies.
yeah, but then he's got like then sometimes he'll surprise you. He's got like Hard Target or Sudden Death, and those movies
Yeah.
are amazing.
Yep. There's one where he was like a fugitive camping in the woods, and he like befriends this woman and her son or something. I forget what it's called, but it's really cheesy and awful, but it's that cheesy in a good way type of movie. I wish I could
Oh yeah,
remember that one, but yeah, it's just pure cheese, which I
yeah.
like. And yeah, with Michael Bay, like before the whole meme of Michael Bay is terrible, he just makes explosion type movies. Um, I liked that movie, The Island, and then I watched it again after that whole Michael Bay meme came out, and I'm like, oh wow, The Island was made by him. This is actually a good movie. So yeah,
Yes,
it's strange.
but yeah, The Island was actually a really unique movie. That movie actually surprised me the first time I watched it. It was like, uh,
Yeah,
oh, it was like, oh,
yeah,
that
the plot
they're not
twist.
real.
Yeah,
And it delves into like the whole morality and stuff like that. Things like almost as good as like something like, I know it's going to be hard to swallow, but like the way Blade Runner was talking about, is this machine life if it has feelings type
yeah,
thing, but it did the same thing. It was like, is this life if it's just cattle meant to, service its clone? Is it
yeah.
technically a human being? Does it have its own rights? It's like that was actually a really good movie.
Green Ranger says Arrival was great. Was that a Michael Bay movie?
Arrival was good. I didn't like it the second time watching it. It was like all the mystery was just kind of gone, but I
Yeah,
loved the concept of it, like the way the language was written and stuff like that. That was a really nice movie, and places and stuff like that. And I got some really like Star Trek-ish vibes from it.
yeah, I did as
It
well.
was, now another like Trek-esque movie was like Interstellar. That's another one Jared couldn't watch.
Oh yeah, that one is great. I love that movie. That's definitely more like not as good as 2001, but it's definitely in the same vein as 2001. Just really trippy
Yeah.
and thought
Yep.
provoking. Something Jared
There were
couldn't handle.
Yeah, there was a lot of moments in that movie that were kind of dumb. It was just like, well, that
Yeah,
shouldn't have happened. But then there's like so many other moments in that movie that are just like, wow, that was awesome. And then like Hans Zimmer's soundtrack is perfect for that
oh
film.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The visuals, the soundtrack, it all goes together really well. And yeah, it tries to be an intellectual movie, and some of it's kind of stupid and cheesy, but overall, it's pretty solid. Just a little bit
Yeah.
of cheese, but yeah,
Like when Anne Hathaway brings them all the way out there to die. It's just like because she wanted to see her boyfriend. It's like what?
yeah,
And then he falls in love with her. It's just like, but that wasn't even established. But then
yeah.
there's like the whole arc with his daughter and stuff like that. And like here's another movie Jared could never watch. Have you ever seen No Country for Old Men?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that movie's wonderful. That's
Yeah,
one of my favorite films
disturbing
ever.
as hell. It like not much scares me, but just like the idea of like a random assassin just killing everyone to get his way with things. It's just how cold he was as a
Yeah,
killer was just really disturbing. Tough to
yeah.
watch some of the scenes.
That's like one of the best manhunt films I've ever seen, and that's a really underrated genre or underutilized rather. Is the
Yeah.
manhunt movie where you've
Oh
got
yeah.
one character hunting another character. It's the only films I can think of that used it well was like First Blood and
Mm-hmm.
the first half of the Fellowship of the Ring was a manhunt
Oh
because
yeah.
you had the Nazgul hunting Frodo,
Oh
and
yeah.
then there was one yeah, Terminator 2 was also a really good manhunt film.
Oh yeah. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are all good
but
movies.
yes, those are that's another series I watched all the way through was Rambo. Like, wow, those movies are really good. We're getting a fifth one soon.
Yep, I just
Sylvester
saw
Stallone
that.
confirmed.
Yeah, he's going south of the border. There was an image of him with like a cowboy hat and duster on or something.
Yeah, my
That should
my
be
theory
interesting.
is that my theory it's going to be that he's gotten old at this point and he's having to be creative, so he uses farm tools sometimes.
Yeah.
That'd
Hey,
be
prime
awesome.
time.
And
How's it going?
if Stallone is directing, maybe it'll be just as gruesome as the fourth movie was.
Oh yeah, the violence level was just like over the top, like game violence, pretty much is what it reminded me
Yeah,
of.
but then the moment you put research in it, you realize that a lot of that was real, and you go, "Whoa!"
Yeah, that
Like,
was one of my favorite action movies of all time. I think I was shocked that like a newer movie in an action franchise would be that good. Like I consider it as good as the original First Blood.
Yeah. Although the only reason I wouldn't say it's as good was because I think the guy who was the main minister that was trying to like compete with Rambo, I
Yeah.
think he was a horrible actor in that movie. But everyone
Yeah.
else was really good. But
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, First Blood is like an action masterpiece. That movie almost made me cry at the end of it, the way it ended.
Oh yeah. It's got a great story and just like a classic look to it. Just the way it's filmed and everything. And
Love
it's
them.
yeah, it's weird how it started out as like a manhunt movie and now it's just like military action. So it's completely different. I feel like the first movie is standalone in that way. But
Yeah. But like when like Stallone starts crying and then he starts saying things like I said, this is where good writing comes in. He says
yeah.
when he's talking about his friend, he says, "John, I want to go home. John, I want to go home." And he says, "I can't find your legs." And
Yeah.
it was like, oh my god, dude, that's powerful. And then
Yeah, it was well done.
yeah, but Jared wouldn't understand that. He'd say it didn't have enough action.
Yeah. I thought Rambo was all about like shooting machine guns from the hips and like blowing people up with explosive arrows and stuff. It's like, no, Jared.
Yeah,
That's
Rambo.
just what they turned it into later.
Yeah, Rambo has the character. I'm going to be honest. That was one of the only action franchises I've ever watched where all of them were consistently good.
Yeah.
Two and
Yeah.
three were actually good films.
I'm trying to think of another one that's Expendables almost did it, but it was like the first two were decent, and then the third one just fucking blew. Was there a fourth one? I forget. The Expendables.
I'm not
Or-
sure.
I can't remember if there was three or four, but I remember the first two were decent, and then they really tried to censor it with the third one, and they threw too many characters into the third film. Like they tried to do the Super Smash Brothers of action movie heroes in one movie, and they ended up not being able to develop any of the characters because they just had too many. But yeah,
Yeah.
that series kind of fell off. But yeah, other than Rambo, fuck, I
Yeah,
can't.
not many action franchises go past like two good movies. Like
Yeah.
Terminator had two good movies. RoboCop had two good movies.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. RoboCop 2 was decent. 3 was pretty bad. It might be watchable in a cheesy sense, but I can't remember everything about it. It's been a while.
I just remember I think he turned into a jet at some point.
Yeah. I think the whole atmosphere was different as well. I mean, nothing for me can compete with Paul Verhoeven. Is that how you say his name? His first movie. The second one was decent though, but it definitely didn't have that touch of the original RoboCop, the Total Recall he did, Starship Troopers, all those type of movies. He's got a definite gritty, tongue-in-cheek kind of style to his movies. But yeah, this is turning into a movie discussion now while we're looking at Jared's fucking man tits on the screen right now. It's kind of a weird combination.
Yeah. Well, we just have our own EFAP now. That's another film Jared wouldn't understand would be RoboCop because I'm gonna close the movie discussion with this. That movie had these like so many movies shove politics so far down our throats nowadays. You know,
Yeah.
especially far left politics.
Oh yeah.
That movie shoved politics in your face in the absolute funniest way ever, and it
Oh
was like
yeah.
a battleship commercial, and it was awesome. Like
Yeah.
it was. I think the line was, "Oh no, Afghanistan, you haven't denuclearized yet. I guess you have no support from Russia." And then they go, "Oh no!" And then like the Hasbro logo shows up, and then there's the classic,
Yeah.
"I'll buy that for $1" line. You know, there's so many good lines in that.
Yeah,
movie.
he does satire perfectly in his movies with like the media and like all his movies I notice have the same kind of style when he shows the news media and such. They're very satire with how he presents them.
Yeah, and Jared's just like, "Can you just blow something up already?"
Yeah, that's gonna. Maybe we need to suggest that to him with some sock puppet accounts. So,
Yeah. Well, here's the
Um,
thing. As far as his short attention span goes, that's not something that can't not be fixed.
yeah,
All you have to do, here's an idea. Focus on something small, then make it bigger. Like, read a small book, finish it all the way, and then start making that, find books that are slightly bigger, and eventually you're focusing on more for
yeah,
longer.
yeah. But
But
that would
Jared
take
doesn't.
effort. Effort does not compute. He wants instant gratification with everything.
Yeah. And that would
Is
imply Jared actually read, so.
so. Does anyone in the chat have any questions for either of us? We could do that really quick before we wrap up this stream.
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. Let's just read some of these, actually. Oh, everyone's talking about movies. That's good. It would be the funniest thing ever to see Krist and Jared talk to each other live. This needs to happen. Oh, man. Jared would never agree to that.
Yeah, and what's funny is he said that he would never watch one of your streams and give you money, even though I'm pretty sure this channel isn't monetized, is it?
No, it's not. It could be, but it's not.
And then he directly quotes the stream that he said he'd never watch.
We know. Well, he says he has his army reporting on it and telling him it's probably just Piss 4400 telling him shit. That's who.
Yeah,
that's who his army is.
Or Jacob.
Oh yeah, Rome was fantastic. Green Ranger said.
Yeah, and Jacob also has multiple stock accounts.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing, Jared. You have people doing the same shit, so what the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know how much... It's hard to tell how many people hate Jared and how many are sock accounts. I think a good majority of those dislikes are probably just all of his trolls, because most of his subscribers are probably trolls.
Well, it's like in the dislike bot video I did. If they were always dislike bots, what's with some of these videos that have like 141 dislikes and 70 dislikes? It's like,
yeah.
And if they were just, dislike bots, how come YouTube didn't correct those too?
Yeah, it's weird, like how the number kept jumping around. Like
yeah,
that.
I think
I don't
someone
understand
did.
it.
I think someone did hit him with a bot, but it wasn't us. I didn't do it.
Yeah, me neither. I don't have a bot. I don't even know how to do that shit. I don't think it would help. Would it even help anyways? Because they just end up deleting that shit. So what does it even do?
But yeah, it just goes away. It's just a superficial thing that lasts maybe a day.
Yeah, I guess that could help maybe some people to get exposed within the couple days that it works, but I don't see the point in that. I'd rather it be genuine for dislikes or likes, because Jared needs to know that there are a legitimate amount of people that dislike his videos. I don't get why he doesn't just disable the ratings, since it triggers him so much.
Yeah, or just shut comments down completely.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is already. He wants to be able to let through those few comments that praise him. It's just, it's disgusting.
Yeah. And you can tell he deletes them when there's a video that has like 21 comments and you can only see like 3 of them.
Yep, every single time. I think one of his newest ones, like, he can't get a single positive comment. Which one was that? I forget.
The tipster one gave him a rough time.
Yeah, he didn't get any... Yeah, the tipster one, I think that was it. He didn't get anyone, like, agreeing with him. Let me check it really quick.
I think one guy said, did you have an accidental run-in with some scissors? I was just...
Hold on, let me switch on that really quick here. Okay, here we go. You sure use a lot of words to say nothing, someone said.
Yeah, that was another one. That one was
You
great.
Sure are a cuck, he says.
And he just says nothing again.
Wow, you sure showed me, he says. Did you get into an accident with a pair of scissors? Strange haircut. Can you make a hate video about me, please? I think this is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I've said the same thing to him. I'm just like, hey Jared, hey Jeremy, can you do one on me? And Jeremy finally did it. Thank God. I thought he didn't love me anymore.
That video was great. Okay, this Heartbreaker guy, I'm pretty sure, has commented on Jared A. Cuck, and he's a troll. Hi. Hey, bro. I don't know if that guy's a troll. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah. I think I
God.
think I
He's
think one of
got
the
one
funniest.
legitimate comment on here. That's it.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, oh God, what is it?
Your mouth needs to be mashed shut, throwing around. Oh, your mouth needs to be mashed shut. He should have a comma there. Throwing around certain words that are harmful to people and your little boy. Threatening people on the internet is so infantile. Do something real and stop abandoning YouTube channels. Who touched your internet pee, bro? And let's see what he said. Sorry, I'm not a cuck like you. Just a canned insult, of course.
Yeah, but he
Oh, God.
responded in the cuckish way possible.
That's I love when a few comments get through on his channel and he goes into rage mode on them. Yeah, he says it doesn't bother him. It clearly does. When one comment gets through that doesn't agree with him, he goes off. I love it.
Yeah. He's made 6 or 7 videos about us in the last week and a half. He cannot tell us he does not care.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm doing live streams on Jared, but I'm not going to say I don't care. I highly care. This is the most entertaining case study on mental illness I've ever experienced. I think the only
Oh,
comparable person is this guy named Gorgeous George, who's like a very old school internet meme. He's like a cable local TV host that got trolled back in the something awful days. Jared rivals him though. He has the same hypocrisy, low IQ, incredible respect for women, just like Gorgeous George. So I should definitely show you that guy as well. You'll see the similarities.
oh boy.
Yeah, it's
There's actually some people on the internet that live in different regions of the world, and I think to myself, like, have you ever heard that one guy that says Australia isn't a real country?
no.
I say he's the Australian Jerry Genesis.
Nice. Yeah, maybe these are the type of people that need to form the Jared army. Everyone who's as low IQ as Jared can join the army. Piss
Yeah, Jerry.
4400 got in with flying colors there, but it's an elite
Hey,
group of
Jeremy,
people.
are you watching, Jeremy?
He is.
Oh, you
I
know it.
he'll either be watching it now or he'll watch it afterwards and make a video. I really hope he does, but
Yeah. Then you can just upload it here.
and let people comment on it freely. That's what this channel is for.
Yeah, because guess what? We're not free speech Nazis like Jared.
Oh yeah, Jared loves to talk shit about liberals and SJWs, which yeah, they deserve to be talked shit about. But
Uh,
Jared, you are the safe spacer. You are the SJW in your own mind, your own little world, safe space.
yeah,
This is the last time I
yeah.
talk about my trolls, Bojan says. He has fatty
Last time I
liver
tried,
disease.
yeah, one of his old, I think his the channel before the one he deleted recently, um, literally has a video called "My Final Video to My Haters," and it's like 6 months later, he's still doing videos over his haters, and then he makes a diss track about his haters. He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care at all. It's clear. Yeah, he's got the memory of a goldfish, I think. He forgets that he just contradicted himself hours ago, or even minutes ago. I've noticed he just contradicts himself within the same video. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely incredible.
All right, let me
Mhm.
read a couple more comments here. I've been kind of slacking on it, so I feel like I've been ignoring people.
It's because you're talking to yourself too much.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Cletus Van Dam says, I probably shouldn't be talking about my trolls because it gives them attention. Proceeds to talk about trolls for the next 5 videos. And then Primetime says, how does Jared's stomach get the way it did? Please, anyone answer. Oh, and that's when Green Ranger said fatty liver disease. I believe we looked that up, and a bloated stomach like that is signs of fatty liver disease, and that's from an unhealthy diet, which Jared clearly. And I've tried to like legitimately tell him he needs to change because I've known people in my family that died of liver failure, and it's not a pleasant way to go. Jared does not want to go that way, but he will not listen to anyone's advice because he knows everything. So
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a thick boy. I was fat as well. My mama was a good cook.
Yeah, I was as well.
Until
recently.
I look at Jared, and like all the fat isn't in anywhere in his body except his gut. It just went all there, and it's like it's about to explode.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Because like me, I just got a little bit in my gut, but no, I got some muscle too. I do hard labor, but like Jared's fat just goes to his gut. That to me, that just shows that he doesn't do anything. He just kind of sits there.
Yeah, he doesn't look thick at all. He just looks like he's a fucking Michelin man, basically. That's...
somebody stuck an air hose in his belly button and inflated him.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. He's got he's on that thong picture on screen. Oh my god.
Or even worse. Hey, Green Ranger, how did it feel to see Jared naked?
Oh god, I bet that was nightmarish.
Wait for his response. Wait for his response, because like he legitimately thinks that you're him and that you two pretended to be a girl just to get that video.
I'm not Green Ranger. I don't know if he's still here. Actually, oh yeah, he is.
Green Ranger didn't do that either, did he?
Do what? The nude video?
No, he claimed that he didn't pretend to be a girl, that it was somebody else that did that. I think his response is, "Oh, I didn't do that. I wish I did though. That sounds funny."
Yeah, exactly. Jared thinks I got the nude video out of him. I didn't. I had nothing to do with it. It was shared to me afterwards. So.
Well, he put it like on a public art website?
Yeah, he's got nudes up on DeviantArt, but those are pictures. So.
Well, like I said, if he's that worried about it, why does he have it public?
I wonder why that DeviantArt still has his nudes up, because I have a feeling he forgot his password on that site, so he can't delete it. I can see him being that dumb. But yeah, Green Ranger said it was horrifying. He has a button penis. Yeah, it was given to me. He has a button dick. Yeah, he's a trooper for putting himself through that to bring us such lols. And we look forward to the next one.
I don't want to be a lol cow, and then he's a lol cow.
I don't want to be known as a lol cow, and then he dances around in a makeshift thong.
All right, what about the time after he started getting that sub boost, and he started saying that I don't want to be known as just a meme, and then the next day he does a 400 subscriber special. He takes a cowbell, puts it on his crotch, and starts beating with it to the beat of "Don't Fear the Reaper," which is one of the most songs of all time. So thank you for ruining that, Jared.
Yeah, he ruins everything that he touches. So.
Oh, and the Dishonored Wolf watched it and just literally commented, "WUT, just what?"
Perfect.
It was wonderful.
All right. Well, let's end the stream now. It's getting a little bit later. We've been going almost
About an hour and a half.
Almost 2 hours now. Hour 45. Really? Yeah. Got into that.
All right.
That movie discussion.
Yeah, the intellectual discussion
about movies that don't have explosions in them. And
well, they do. They're just intellectual explosions.
Intellectual explosions, exactly. All right, well, thanks to everyone who came out to watch the stream, and thanks to NighbreedGaming for joining us. A little bit of technical issues, but it turned out okay, I think.
Yeah.
We got through it.
Made it worth it.
Yes, exactly. All right, well, I will see you guys on the next stream. I will try to think of some more good ideas, and we'll have more guests on in the future, I would think, because several people have wanted to get in on this. So, all right. Well, I will see you guys on the next stream. You want to say anything to close this out?
Yes, there will be probably by January another Jared video that isn't going to be the meme one. It's going to be like one of the longer ones, like I did over his views of Christianity.
Yes.
So I've done a lot of research on this one because I don't want to paint Jared as something he isn't, and I'm going to keep it as vague as possible as I'm discussing it now. But
Cool.
for right now, I'm just going to be uploading these hour-long videos about me talking about my favorite things that I've done this year. So that's about all I've got to say. Check out my channel if you want.
Check out NighbreedGaming. I'm subscribed to him and I enjoy his content, so I definitely recommend that. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we will see you on the next stream. All right. Peace.
Goodbye.